Business structure refers to the legal structure of a company that influences its day-to-day operations. Today we are looking at the good and the bad of every business structure and ranking them tile by tile. Now this video is all about rankings, and we are in a constant battle with the YouTube to improve the rankings of our videos. You can help us breach the algorithm by smashing that like button below. Now onto the business structure style list. First up are sole proprietorships. This is when you leave crummy salaries and self-writers employees in the dust and go solo. To paraphrase Lynyrd Skynyrd, you will be as free as a bird. Now, starting a sole proprietorship won't give you wings, but it will give you fewer startup costs, less paperwork, and all the profits generated from the business. Taxation is also easier since you only have to file your personal taxes instead of filing business and personal taxes separately like a corporation. But pump your brakes, freebird. As a sole proprietor, you will find it harder to raise money, harder to secure business loans, and you will also take on unlimited liability. This puts your house, car, and savings in jeopardy from lawsuits or debt defaults. You also have to use your first and last name when naming the business instead of all those cool names you came up with. Primarily because of the high risk, we are putting sole proprietorship in the D tier. A partnership is a business run by two or more people. It has the same advantages as a sole proprietorship: low startup cost, limited paperwork, fewer tax forms, and 100% profits to the owners. But with partnerships, you can also share the workload and have access to more ideas and knowledge, and business costs can be split among partners. As for drawbacks, you will have to split the profits. And since partnerships are also an informal business structure, all partners have unlimited liability as well as all the other downsides of a sole proprietorship, because they allow for collaboration, varied ideas, and shared financial burden. We are putting partnership in the C tier above sole proprietorships. Now we are getting into the fancy formal business structures. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. As the name suggests, an owner of an LLC will not be personally liable should the business get sued or default on debt. This means they have liability protection. So, if you own an LLC, you won't have to worry about the bank sending agent Smith to take away your custom painted purple cover. LLCs are eligible for pass-through taxation. This means you will only be taxed for your profits once, as if once is not enough. LLCs also have more credibility since they are a separate entity from the owner and are registered with the state. This makes it easier for you to raise money and secure bank loans. Another great feature of LLC is that you can reinvest profits back into the business in the same tax year you earned them. And unlike sole proprietorships, you can use any name you want for an LLC. Now, the main con is that LLCs require a huge amount of paperwork and more effort when creating your business identity. However, that's a lot of upside for a little extra documentation. So we are putting LLCs in the S tier. Corporations are bigger than LLCs, and in some aspects, bigger is better. Along with liability protection, corporations can be listed on the stock market and are the best option if you are seeking investors for your business. They are also able to reinvest money back into the business in between tax years. However, they are not the best option for someone starting their first business. This is because they are complicated and expensive to set up, and they are also taxed twice for their profits. Corporations may be bigger, but they are costly, complicated, and have double taxation. Because of that, they go in the C tier, and that's what our business structure tier list looks like. You may be wondering about the S corps. S corps are not actually a business structure. They are a tax designation that LLCs and corporations use to avoid federal corporate income taxes because of pass-through taxation. Registering as an S corp lets owners and members get more out of the business since they are paid both a salary and distributions. A DBA, which stands for Doing Business As, is not a business structure either. It is a document that allows sole proprietorships and partnerships to get a business name separate from their own names. LLCs and corporations can also use it to change their existing names. Remember, this is our ranking, not a definitive ranking of business structures. The best advice you can get for this stuff is from an accountant. So keep that in mind. This was just a fun way of giving you a general idea of your options. For more in-depth breakdowns of business structures, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.